All right, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Hawashai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Hawashai, Kala Bashan Hawashai, Bashan Kakadash, Divine to the elder apostle, a great Muslim who will, and to their citation and oxen and put in the truth across the four corners of the earth, to the fear and power of Yahweh Bashan Hawashai, the hope will elect, and who the world inwardly called God, named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, named Yahweh Shai. All right, my heart call from the great millstone at the end of the camp of the Inland Empire region, and it's another installment of Stoic quote that are spiritual. All right, the first one I did was about 3 months ago. All right, Stoic quote that are spiritual. All right, I mean by spiritual that are pertaining to the scriptures. All right. Now this is the Daily Stoic, October 5th. Word can't be unsaid. Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. ZENO quoted in DIOGENES LAERTTUS, Life of the Eminent Philosophers. All right, basically July 1st, 1926. Looks like you can always get up after you fall, but remember, what has been said can never be unsaid, especially cool and hurtful things. Okay, and that's right in the scripture. All right, because like I said, you can trip and fall. Yep, you get back up again, like that. What was that? Aaliyah song. Fall, get back and dust yourself off again. Yeah, it's true. But when you say something, it's hard to take that word back. All right, because word is powerful. It can cause somebody to be put to death. It can cause somebody to be hurt. And those things can't be unsaid or undone. Okay? So the first scripture we're going to go to in the Apocrypha is Ecclesiasticus, or also known as the Rock, 20 and 18. All right, all right, let's go to the point. 2018. To flip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fault of the wicked shall come speedily, and we know the wicked is going to be destroyed. All right. But the point that we want to cover is to flip upon a pavement. All right, just like the quote there. Better to trip with your feet. Okay. Back to the scripture. It's better than to slip with the tongue. All right, and what is that? Than with the tongue. See that? So it's very spiritual and scriptural as well. Okay. Now from there, we're going to go to James 3. And, like is. Let's start at. James 3 and 2. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man. Okay, because you're not offending with your tongue. All right, the same is the perfect man, also and able also to bridle the whole body, which means to control your whole body. All right, and the NLT said, indeed, we all make many mistakes. For if we could control our tongue, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every other way. All right, because the tongue is it's the hardest thing to control. All right, even though it's so small, it's gonna go into. That's why I think you control your tongue, you'll be able to control everything else. Behold, we put bit in the horse's mouth that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Right, the bit is the thing that's put in the horse's mouth, and then on either side, on both sides, have the cords, all right, which are connected, all right, up to the rider, to pull left or pull right, okay, to turn the horse in direction, all right, and you want the horse to stop, you just pull back, all right, with both hands, all right. So that's how it's likened to controlling your tongue, all right. The analogy of the bit in the horse's mouth and the rider controlling it, and that's how you gotta be with your tongue, okay. Behold, after the ship, with though they be so great, are driven of fierce wind, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, where whithersoever the governor lifted, all right, with the captain of the ship that control the ship, but it's a very small helm which look like a fin, all right, and you stir it left or right, you control the ship, and the ship could be massive, but the helm is so small, and that's how it is, the analogy of with your mouth, okay. Even so, verse 5, even though the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things, right? Because that hymn, all right, when you look it up, that hymn on the ship is so small, but look how uh it control a massive ship. All right. Oh, it's the third part. Okay, it's like it thought it was the actual fin part, but no. Look how little this thing is, and then it could be on a massive ship. Okay, and that's how it is with the tongue. All right. So it gives you an analogy of two different things, how it's small, but it controls something that's big and massive. And that's how it is with the tongue. Even though the tongue is a little member and both is great thing, behold how great a matter a little fire kindleth. See? That what you speak, that can you can cause a whole army do something, or a person to kill somebody, or anything. All right, and that's that fire that's being kindled based off of what one person said. And verse 6, and the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. All right, in the NLT, verse 5, in the same way the tongue is a small thing that make grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire. See? Just like with the tongue. Just like a spark can cause a wildfire. And the tongue is a flame of fire. It is a whole world of wickedness, corrupting your entire body. It can set your whole life on fire, for it is set on fire by hell itself. Right. Basically, what you're saying, you can destroy yourself. All right. Yeah, Proverbs 12:18. There's is that speaketh like the piercing of a sword. See that? Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in. It was speaking about how dangerous the tongue could be. So we're gonna focus on the death part. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Right. Just like we just read, you can set the whole world on fire. Your whole self. All right. What it said? In NLT verse 6, in the tongue is a flame of fire. It is a whole world of wickedness, corrupting your entire body. It can set your whole life on fire, for it is set on fire by hell itself. See that? Oh no, that's the wrong scripture. What was that? Verse, what was that? Proverbs 18 again. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Right. Because the fruit is what you produce based on what you have said. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end it at that. So I don't want to make the video too long. So with that, hopefully it was the edifying to the fear and power of Yahweh how shy. Alright, with this Stoic quote that are spiritual or scriptural. So with that, Twala Yahweh, Twala Yahweh Shai, Shalom.